Okay, so a side note to that thing that happened the other day, and yes, I've changed. I've taken off my goddamn sweatshirt because I was expecting on going to the gym tonight, but I wasn't expecting getting fucking sick and skipping it. So I had to put something on. We had to have straps. Can't be strapless because that would be weird. I have to have straps, right? We got to have straps. Okay, so I wanted to touch back on this situation with the Type R and the SI, right? Now, with the SI, I guess this is still holds up to what I was saying about it being a shit engine because it is what it is. But the Type R, maybe I should knock it so soon. And I think that I wasn't really knocking it too hard. It's just saying if the engines are fucking giving out, at the 380 torque range, and that still fucking sucks. But it kind of tied the comments I was getting on the video. A couple guys commented on it, and those comments tied into what I was being told by homeboy with the SI. Is that you don't want to fuck with the upgrade the fuel system, right? And I think it's because either the upgrades that are available are very, very expensive because the cars are new, or there just isn't very much options, right? So is it and also another one of the comments that reached let me give a little bit of a shout out here because I do appreciate informed comments, guys. Like I read all the comments, even if I don't answer, and I do pay attention. I don't want you guys to think that I just ignore shit if I think it doesn't suit with what I'm saying, because that video is more speculation than anything. The question mark is a legit question mark when I say glass engines. What was it? 2141 Mario, right? Currently, the biggest limiting factor with the Type R is HPFP, high pressure fuel pump. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about, right? Which cannot support the fuel demand for E85 or wheel horsepower numbers past 370, 380-ish on pump, right? What was bending rods on the Type Rs in the beginning stages of tuning were the insanely high torque numbers at such a low RPM. And that also ties in with what Luke was saying. He goes, fucking low end torque, right? So to carry on with what this guy was saying, right? 400 wheel torque at 3,000 RPMs. Tuners have since adjusted this and lowered the torque at low RPMs, making 370, 380 wheel horsepower a safe norm now for these cars on pump, right? And then somebody else, Christian, also was mentioning the HPFP replacement is the tuning problem, right? So these cars are still extremely new. Not a lot of people can afford to even buy these cars at stock form, and less are spending money on tuning right away, right? So I think it's just that it's just like you can see the horsepower for stock Ks go up over the years. I think that's also the same here. Like I did say that the torque was really fucking high for these engines, right? I didn't realize when he was talking about low end torque, I understood the fact that it was a lot of torque on the bottom. Excuse me. fuck yeah shit. Oh, it's a piece of Slim Jim if you're curious. Sorry, but yeah, I didn't say that. I don't remember mentioning that. I remember this time talking about them saying low end torque, but I don't remember giving the explanation of the detail. And Mario here did answer that better than me. And I don't know how many of you guys read comments and videos, and especially if you're watching it early, because not everybody comments right away. It's over time. I release it, and then usually first 24 hours when people talk about the stuff that's on there. So I did want to point that out, give a shout out to both those dudes on there, because yes, that is the case for the Type Rs, and potentially also the case for the SIs is the tuning there. Although with the SIs and the L15B, small ass rods, so that is a fucking shitty engine for making big power. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to make a follow-up to that to say, because I think that is definitely good information to talk about there, and just to say that the Type R does potentially have power, does potentially have more power to unlock there in stock form. I think like what these guys were both saying, like once we get to the point where we get better tuning options or better fuel pump options, then we'll start to see higher power levels out of these stock engines. And if they were making it close to 400 before giving problems, and now that's being adjusted in tuning and it's lasting longer around that 400 horsepower mark, then I don't think that an extra 100 horsepower to 5 is that much of a stretch when you consider its younger cousins, right? Or older cousins, I should say. Yeah, so I just, like I said, I felt that was important to follow up on. Again, thanks both of you guys for making your comments and shit too, and it kind of, allowing me to come back and give a better explanation so I don't just leave it hanging out there like it's like I'm just shitting on these engines, right? All right, guys, so thanks for watching, and peace.